You're listening to The Sports Moment,
June 7th, 2024.
part of the Sports Moments and Memories with Craig Olson podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a sports moment. Sponsored by Pemberton Law and Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Lake Area Docks and Lifts, more than just docks and lifts. Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Well, the weekend was a busy one and full of some great highlights. And let's get right to it. You can check out Friday's podcast, the June 7th edition, for an interview with Jason Retzloff and Elia Soydara after Elia captured the national championship in NJCAA Division III women's golf out in Chautauqua, New York. So check that out. The Spartan men finished in 5th place, a top 5 finish for the 11th time in the last 12 seasons. And over the weekend, the state track and field meet in all 3 classes was hosted at St. Michael Albertville High School. And let's take a look at how that transpired. And there was a lot of good things that happened during the competition, as Jaden Miller of the Otters finished second in the 800-meter run on Saturday. The personal best time of 1:56 seconds for Jaden Miller in that event. And Shane Zierden, who was second in the triple jump on Friday for the Otters, wound up in 5th place in the long jump on Saturday. Bjorn Anderson of Perham, their junior distance runner, was runner-up in the 1,600-meter run on Saturday after having placed 8th in the 3,200 in Friday's competition. On the girls' side, the Otters did not place in the 4x800-meter relay. They also did not qualify for the finals in the 4x100 relay, and Ruby Ellison did not place in the high jump. But all those runners and the jumper, Ruby, are back next year, and having experienced state this year, will have, I think, some pretty good experience to back them up as they try to get back to the state tournament, state meet next year. For the Perham Yellow Jackets, their 4x800 relay team of Ava Lee Brown, Aspen Rohde, Cora Grismer, and Caden Bride finished in 9th place. And the Yellow Jackets also had a 4th place from Jaden Hackle in the triple jump. And in the pole vault, Gracie Morris finished in 5th place for the Yellow Jackets. Now, in Class A, Ashby Brandon Evansville hurdler Lucia Wales won the 100-meter hurdles and finished in 6th place in the 300-meter hurdles. Lindsay Rotz from Barnesville was 4th in the 800-meter run and 6th in the 1,600-meter run. Also, Ellie Sosa of DGF won the triple jump, and Kinley Borman of Otter Tail Central was in 9th place. Ashley Manaville of Barnesville was 9th in the pole vault. Aria Garrett from Dilworth Glendon Felton finished 2nd, and Dakota Mosky of Parker's Prairie was 7th in the shot put competition. Frazee had their 4x400-meter relay team finish in 5th place, and for Bertha Hewitt Verndale, their 4x8 girls relay team finished in 8th place. Now, the Bertha Hewitt Verndale 4x8 boys team won the state championship. That team made up of Zane Gudajon, Zach Baumgartner, Brady Rock, and Preston Miller. Other highlights, the 4x200-meter relay team for Dilworth Glendon Felton came in 3rd place. Charlie Larson of Pelican Rapids was 7th in the 800-meter run and 3rd in the 1,600-meter run. Owen Winter of DGF was 7th in the mile. And Justin Jacobson of Pelican Rapids took 3rd in the discus, while Holden Rinke of Border West came in 5th in the long jump competition. So those are your highlights in Class A state track and field competition over the weekend. So that ends the track and field season, and the state golf tournaments begin tomorrow with Class A at Pebble Creek in Becker, and AA at Ridges at Sand Creek in Jordan, and AAA over at Bunker Hills and Coon Rapids. We have a number of area golfers who will be competing. We'll highlight them tomorrow on our podcast, but lots of stuff here in the postseason at the high school level. Still baseball and softball state tournaments yet to come, and we'll keep you posted on the progress of all of the area athletes there. Also over the weekend, the American Legion baseball season got started, and Post 30 competed in the Wahpeton tournament, 4 games in 3 days, as they lost in the opening round on Friday, 4-2, and then came back and won on Saturday, beating Detroit Lakes by a score of 10-1. Then they played 2 games yesterday, and they won 14-1 over Glasgow, Montana, and 8-0 over Lemoore, North Dakota. So Post 30 kicks off district play this coming Thursday at home against Detroit Lakes. They have a doubleheader starting at 5 p.m. at American Legion Field at De Lagoon Park. Well, let's look at the Twins and the Lynx from yesterday, as both of them won. Manny Margot hit an RBI triple to start a 7-run outburst in the 10th inning, and the Twins ended a 5-game losing streak with an 11-5 win over the Pittsburgh Pirates. Twins really hadn't done much of anything in Pittsburgh until that 10th inning yesterday, and they get the victory, and hopefully that starts them on the way to a positive streak here, because they have an opportunity in front of them with 10 games in a row at home against teams that are very beatable. The Colorado Rockies come in to start a series tonight, and then it will be on the weekend, it'll be the Oakland A's, and then next week, early in the week, the Tampa Bay Rays. So all of those teams certainly beatable for the Twins. Remember, they had that stretch against the White Sox and the Nationals where they reeled off 12 straight wins and got right back into the race. Well, right now they're 8.5 games out in the American League Central, and they need another stretch similar to that, and the schedule is there for them to do that. So hopefully yesterday jump-started them on the way to another successful streak here. Chris Paddock will pitch in the opener of that 3-game home series against the Rockies, and Dakota Hudson will go for Colorado in the opener tonight. Well, the Minnesota Lynx are off to a great start. They are 8-3. They have won 4 of their last 5. They bounced back with a strong win against the Seattle Storm yesterday, winning 83-64, bouncing back from that loss on Friday to the Phoenix Mercury when they got beat at the buzzer. Yesterday, Kayla McBride hit 7 3-pointers and finished with a season-high 32 points. McBride is on fire. She set a franchise record when she hit 8 threes in Friday's loss to the Mercury. So she followed that up with 7 made threes in the win yesterday. Nafisa Collier, 19 points and 14 rebounds in that win over Seattle. NBA Championship Series now 2-0. The Celtics with the advantage after they swept their 2 games at home against the Dallas Mavericks, winning 105-98. Game 3 in the championship finals will be Wednesday in Dallas. And the Stanley Cup finals are underway. The Florida Panthers hosted Game 1 on Saturday and shut out the Edmonton Oilers 3-0. Game 2 is set for tonight in Florida as the Panthers try to go up 2-0. And that's our podcast for today. Be sure to check out part 2 of our Otter Hockey History podcast. Part 3 coming in the next week or 2. Be sure to keep checking back for that on YouTube. Best place to view and listen to the Otter Hockey History podcast. Thanks for joining us. Hope you have a great start to the week.
You've been listening to The Sports Moment with Craig Olson. Sponsored by Pemberton Law and Lake Area Docks and Lifts. Produced by Sunroom Lab. Music by Blue Red Roses. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and thanks for listening.